Hello friends, myself Dr. Sayyid Sabiyawajuddin, HOD Botany from Sri Shivaji College, Parvan. In today's lecture, we will discuss about botany, theory paper number 7 and 12 for BSc second and third year plant physiology. Up to this, we have completed the autonomous or spontaneous movement. Now, in today's lecture, we will discuss about the paratonic or induced movement. The paratonic or induced movement can be defined as the movement which occurs due to the external stimuli, means in response to the external stimuli the movement occur, and this type of movement is called as paratonic movement. The paratonic movements, these are classified into three classes. These are the tropic movements, tactic movements and gnostic movement. In today's lecture we will discuss about the tropic movement. Tropic movement, it is the movement of curvature. This can be defined as the bending movement of the plant parts towards the source of external stimuli. The movement of curvature remains permanent in the life of the plant, means the curvature which is formed due to this type of the movement or in response to the external stimuli may remain throughout the life of the plant organ. The tropic movements, they may be occurs due to the external stimuli like light, then gravitational force, due to water, due to touch or due to the chemicals. Therefore, the tropic movements are classified into phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, thigmotropism and chemotropism. All these classes are depends on the type of external stimuli. In phototropism, the curvature of plants in response to light occurs. The curvature is due to the bending of the growth tips of the root or shoots because of the differential growths. The stem tips tends to grow towards the light and shows positive phototropism, while the root tips shows growth away from the light source. Therefore, it shows negative phototropism. In positive phototropism, the plant organs are concerned with the growth curvature towards light. For example, the growth of stem apex in plants. The concentration of auxin, which is a growth hormone, is play an important role in the phototropic curvature of plants. If the plants are exposed to a uniform sunlight, then the concentration of auxin, it will also found to be uniform in the tip region. But if a plant is exposed or it receives unilateral light supply, then the concentration of auxin is also found to be more in shade size than the lightened sides. So the growth will be more in shade than light. In this figure you can see the effect of light on the concentration of auxin and results in the development of the curvature in the shoot as well as the root system. Here you can see that in the first figure the stem and root apex, these are straight, found to be in a straight line because these are exposed to the light, and the stem and root apex, they receives the light in from all the directions. But when this stem and root apex, when these are supplied with the light only from a single side or unidirectional, at that time the amount of auxin which is produced by the plant parts, these are found to be concentrated on the shade side, means the part which is not exposed to the light. At that region the concentration of auxins are found to be more, as we know that auxins, these are responsible for cell growth. Therefore, growth of that part is found to be more as compared to the plant part which shows which is exposed to the light. Here, due to this unequal growth pattern, there is development of a curvature. Therefore, this type of curvature is called as phototropic curvature, which is due to the light as well as due to the unequal distribution of the auxin in plants. Now we will discuss about the geotropism. Geotropism, it is the bending movement of plant organ in response to the gravitational force. Here gravity acts as external stimuli. Therefore, this type of movement is called as paratonic or induced movement. This can be observed in the root as well as shoot system of the plant body. In case of plants, the root shows positive geotropism while the shoot system shows negative geotropism. Geotropism can be explained by clinostat experiment. In clinostat experiment, a potted plant is fitted horizontally on the clinostat and the clinostat is then slowly rotated for 4 minutes. The effect of gravity is eliminated because of all the sides of the plants are equally stimulated by gravity. If the clinostat is made to stop for some times, then the stem tip will grow towards upward and the root tips will grow towards downward. In these two figures we can see that if the uniform or if the clinostat is slowly rotated at an interval of 4 minutes, then there is horizontal growth of the plant takes place, and if it is stopped for some times, in the second figure you can see that there is development of a curvature and the stem apex or the plant apex shows positive phototropism and the root shows negative phototropism. The third type of the tropic movement is hydrotropism. Hydro means water. Here the bending movement of the plant part occurs in response to the water stimuli. The curvature is by growth and hence it is a growth movement. The root bends towards the water supply and shows positive hydrotropism. This can be observed in the germinating seeds which are covered with moist sawdust. When these seeds are allowed to grow on inclined wire gauge in such a way that their lower surface remains exposed to the air, then after few days it is observed that their radical shows growth towards downward direction, means they are positively geotropic one, and then these roots bends towards the moist dust showing positive hydrotropism. Such type of the curvature is called as hydrotropic curvature. Next is the thigmotropism. In this type of the plant movement, the curvature of plant organ towards the contact or towards the touch or stimuli. This movement is common in plants which climbs on the support by means of tendrils. The tip of tendrils when comes in contact with the support, then it twines around it, thus the plant climb up on the support. This type of the movement can be observed in herbaceous lianas, where the stems are weak and they are unable to climb up, and therefore they develop the modified structures called tendrils. This is commonly present in the members of family Cucurbitaceae passifloraceae, where the tendrils helps the plants to climb upwards and get more sunlight for photosynthesis. The last tropic movement is the chemotropism. Here the curvature of plant organs towards the chemical stimuli is called as chemotropism or chemotaxis. The chemotropism can be observed in the flowers. As we know that in the flower, the female or the ovary, it consists of the stigma, style and the ovule. The stigma is a receptive part of the ovary and it receives the pollen grains from the other flowers, or it may receive the pollen grains from the same flower during pollination process. After getting the pollen grains on the surface of the stigma starts to produce a type of chemical, and because of the sensation of this chemical, the pollen grain starts germination and they produce as a pollen tube. This pollen tube passes through the stylar canal and it reaches up to the embryo sac. Therefore, this type of the movement, which is from the stigma up to the embryo sac, is possible only because of the chemicals which are produced by the stigma. Therefore, it is called as a chemotropic movement, which is responsible for the pollen germination as well as for the fertilization in the flower. The second example can be in the second figure. You can see there is a plate or cultured plate having the fungal growth. At one side we can see more fungal growth, and on the corner we can see that there is a less growth of the fungus. Why this happens? At one side the concentration of nutrient is high as compared to the other side. Therefore, when the fungal culture is inoculated in this media, then the fungal mycelium grows towards the nutrient and it gets develop, or it gets to start to produce the mycelia at a rapid rate as compared to the other one. In this way, in today's lecture we have studied the tropic movements in plants. Thank you.